Hello, I'm Daniel Fisher. I'm the CEO of the Greyfriars Charteris Centre. I'm on the board of EVOC. I'm also the chair of the Southside Community Council, and I'm on the Policy Advisory Group for Social Enterprise Scotland. So the Greyfriars Charteris Centre is a centre for community activity based on the Pleasance in Edinburgh. We host a wide range of community groups, everything from sword fighting, tango lessons, pay what you can afford counselling services, community choirs. We've got a group called the Gay Gordons, which is a Scottish country dancing group for the LGBTQ+ community. We have Southside Community Choir, Vintage Vibes. We do dementia art classes with Heart for Art, which is run by Crossreach. We run coffee mornings. We do a variety of community events such as ceilidhs, festive lunches. We also have a co-working space downstairs, so we do co-working that's low-cost desks, and you can hire them by the hour or by the month. If you go for a fixed desk option, you can have a meeting room connected to that. We do have a few rooms that we hire out on a rolling basis that third sector organisations use as their offices. Some of them use them as counselling rooms. And then we also, which is our social enterprise activity, do a lot of ad hoc hire. So we have wedding receptions, birthday parties, ceilidhs, and the income from that supports all the community activity that we do. So the Greyfriars Charteris Centre was started as a social enterprise with a long-term view for sustainability. We had worked with partners in the past in the Greyfriars family, been reliant on funding, and funding, although more secure then, was seen as a risk because it might not continue. So we wanted to go for the social enterprise model so we could build up an income to sustain our community social activities long-term. And I suppose really ensure that the longevity of the project was ensured by making it commercially viable. So the Greyfriars family is made up of 4 organisations, which are all legally separate, but we have a core ethos. So there's Greyfriars Kirk, which is the church. There's Greyfriars Outreach that runs all of the activity in Greyfriars Kirk. There's the Grassmarket Community Project that do a lot of good stuff. And then there's the Greyfriars Charteris Centre. And together we are collectively the Greyfriars family. And although we all have our own individual projects, we coordinate as much as we can on joint projects and try and ensure that the support we're offering is comparable across the city and that we're not duplicating effort across our organisations. The Greyfriars Charteris Centre has 2 main strands that we operate through, which is wellbeing and enterprise. So for the wellbeing, we have a variety of community groups that I've mentioned earlier, so counselling, all the community lessons, sessions, the choirs, the dance lessons. And the building is named after Archibald Charteris, and his sort of hope, if you like, was to see everyone reach their full potential, no matter their background. And we believe that by helping everyone become included and take part in community activity and make connections, that will help them flourish in the local community as individual selves. Now, the enterprise strand, so we've got the co-working space downstairs, which was designed to help sort of fledgling social enterprises have a low-cost space that they could get away from their kitchen tables or sitting on the edge of the bed and have a nice desk space with free tea and coffee, some good Wi-Fi, and support from Edinburgh Social Enterprise, who have their main offices based down there as well. So the Greyfriars Charteris Centre helps people from across the community. So we have third sector organisations that we support, fledgling social enterprises, full-on charities, people that are helping people with disabilities access politics. We've got Edinburgh street pastors there based here as well, so obviously they go out at night times, and if you've got a bit too drunk and lost your shoes, they'll give you some flip-flops. If you're feeling a bit down, they'll give you a blanket and a hot soup and have a chat with you. And then we also serve, which is our main aim, the wider community. So a lot of what we do is in response to what the community has asked us to do. So we have a lot of choirs in the space. We've had people that have come and said that they would like to join the choirs, but that they didn't have the confidence to join the choir, and asked if we did any singing lessons. The answer at the time was no, but we had enough people sort of express this and similar sentiments. So we actually ran free vocal workshops for 9 weeks with some funding we got. And it was great to see that almost everyone that came to those, they went on to join one of the choirs in the spaces, so that that enabled them to take part in the community that they wanted to be a part of. And then obviously choirs are much more than just a group of people that sing. It's a really important social activity, although singing is also incredibly good for your health and well-being. So that really encapsulates, I think, what we try and do, which is serve the whole community and listen to them and try and put on things that they need, that they will appreciate, and that brings people together. Our festive lunch is a good example of a huge cross-section of the community. So it's, I think, the most diverse event that we have, because we have people from like the mosque, the synagogue, the community centre, the Southside Community Centre, the Nelson Hall Community Centre, people from Dunby Dykes, people from Hillcrest. It's a real mix of everyone that sort of uses the centre throughout the year, and many of them would never have spoken to each other if we didn't put these events on. And it's really nice to see that sometimes people strike up good conversations and then they keep connecting, and we've had several people from like vastly different organisations become friends, and they still keep in contact, and it's really heartwarming to see, because it sort of validates what we're trying to do. The Greyfriars Charteris Centre has 20 spaces in the building. 5 of those are our main spaces that we use for one-off bookings, including the Binks Hall, where we are now, which has been recently refitted with state-of-the-art AV system. So we've got 8,000 lumen projector, X32 rack, radio mics, tie clips, and we're hoping soon to have some stage lighting as well. So if you want to be in the spotlight, you can be. We've also got a new AV system in St. Ninian's Hall, which is our smaller event space. That'll seat up to 100 people. And again, we've got a full AV system in there, big projector. There's an even bigger screen than in here, which is fun, and a full blackout. So if you wanted it for a movie screening night or some theatre experience, it would be great for that. And all of our 2 main spaces are both compatible, so if you have additional tech requirements, you can plug your tech in and it should integrate with our system. Because our main constraint is space, the thing we've tried to do to level up our provision and enhance our income side is reduce the turnaround time between events and bookings, which means that getting fixed stuff that is easy and quick to work and move around saves time, and then we can get more people in. Well, last year we broke our record for the longest period of continuous operation. So we had events and then takedown and set up, and events and set up and so on for 33 continuous hours. So it's been really good engaging with Edinburgh Social Enterprise over a long period of time, many years actually, and it's been nice seeing the sort of network grow. And it's really useful to attend the networking events and you meet people that are, maybe trying to do something that solves a problem that you have, or they're offering a new service that you're currently looking at needing yourself. The most useful thing I've found from Edinburgh Social Enterprise is if we're looking to do a new activity or we need a new business service, because of the ethos of social enterprise, we tend to go to Edinburgh Social Enterprise and ask if there are any social enterprises offering this service, so we can link up with them, so we can try and keep the money we're spending in the sector, because then it improves the social benefit from not only what we're doing ourselves, but also the money we're spending. So one of the things I think would really help us as an organisation, we've really grown a lot over the last 3 years since we had the refurb done. 20% increases in activity. Last year we had 1,389 bookings, over 800 of those were regular community events. And with growth comes a few added complexities. So it would be really helpful for us if the VAT situation was a little bit clearer on some of the things we do, or if there was better VAT advice. And I know this is quite specialised and won't affect a lot of smaller organisations. So I know it's a fortunate problem to have to worry about VAT, but it is something we have to worry about. And obviously we don't want to get it wrong. And it would be nice if there was some relief for social enterprises, because we have to pass on that cost oftentimes to charities, third sector organisations that aren't VAT registered, and we would love to not have to do that, but we have to charge VAT because it does mean we can claim it back, but it's such a complicated thing. Buildings are infinitely more complicated as well because of exemptions with certain activities in buildings. So yeah, some nice, clear advice from some experts would be really, really helpful. So one thing we're really excited to do is expand our core team, so we can offer a more consistent service over more days of the week. As many of you will know, it's very challenging with the limited resources, i.e. staffing, to offer as much as you would like to do. So it's a great benefit every time we can afford to grow the team, and then that will help ensure that we can offer a better service and will hopefully boost our income too. So the thing I like about Edinburgh is that although it's the capital city, for me it's always felt like a really big village. You bump into people you know all the time in the street. Everybody seems to know everybody else, which can be challenging at times because you've got to make sure you keep everyone happy. But it's a really nice interconnected city, and I think it's better than other places in the way that, particularly in the third sector, that organisations do talk to each other. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect, we definitely need to improve, but that interconnectivity is really important, and I think it helps the sector in Edinburgh certainly be strong and support the city more efficiently. And so the collaboration with Goodies really came about through, I suppose, some social enterprise events. So we met, and I think Farah was directed to me as someone that knew a bit about the Southside Community Centre because I used to be on the board there. And then we got chatting, and I was in the process of trying to diversify our services. So we used to have a very basic hall rental model for events. And the trustees wanted me to sort of diversify income, and I was looking at what other places were doing as well. So we decided to offer package deals, so like conference packages, wedding packages, so that there's one price and all the things you could possibly need for your conference day are included. Now everyone wants lunch with their conferences, so I thought I should investigate a way that we can offer lunch as part of the package. So I thought, I had a good chat with Farah, and as they're just over the road, I popped into the cafe and was fed some delicious fish soup. And we got down and chatted, and we thought, well, let's just try it. So Goodies became our catering partner. So we do all of the invoicing, all the booking, we get all the dietary requirements. We just send them over to Goodies, and then Goodies come and deliver some great conference lunches for us when we book them, and it's great. So we don't have the hassle of trying to do the catering ourselves. We're partnering up with another local social enterprise, which is really important for us, and we're able to offer a great service to our clients, which, the more of those we can have, the more social good we can do with the income. Following the social enterprise model, we're pretty much self-sufficient, so the income we produce from our activities helps fund all of our social activities and all of our core costs. Obviously running a building can be quite expensive, so it's taken a long time to get to this place. We started off, having like 3 groups, 16 hours of activity a week in the centre, and we've built it, up from there. I think one of the key parts is remembering that social enterprise is a business, and you have to be viable as a business in order to produce the income you need for the social good. And for us, a key part of that is making sure our service is as good as we can make it. So we always try and offer as much as we can in terms of the services that we offer, so we can attract maybe organizations that wouldn't typically use a social enterprise, private corporations, hotels, things like that, because we really want to offer a comparable service that you would get at, say, a hotel conference center, but for a lower price, and also instead of going to someone's back pocket or dividends, the money we make is going back into making sure that we can continue operating and providing social good for the community.